Hey, you guys, it's Jada again, and I wanted to give you a cadence today that you can use pretty much in every major key. I want to give you two actually, but they're in major keys, and then I'll show you the second one on the way. But anyway, we're going to be in the key of F today. Let me give you the numbers for F: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then back to the 1. So this is the cadence right here. Cadence meaning the end of something, but it has a strong pull to that chord that you're on. So you're just wrapping around and then targeting that chord that you're already on. And the notes to this are, we've got our F's on the outside in my right hand. That's what's happening against this in the left. So putting that together. Now I can also roll into this. Watch this, coming from the D and the B flat. Real quick. Notice how I still have my F's held down. Don't let them go. Hang on to them the whole time. So that's that cadence. And let's look at what's going on in the middle of it before I give you the example on this one. This E and the C that are together are the same as is an inversion of the C and the E. It has a C major chord, but it doesn't have the G. We know when we have a major chord, or when we have a major or minor chord, our fifth doesn't do anything but support the chord, but the third tells us if it's major or minor. Doesn't matter. Notice how the fifth is saying it's staying the same across the board. So we've got our 1 and our 3. It tells us a major chord. These two notes, this would be, and this is our 5 chord. These two notes are 4 chord without the fifth. Take the fifth out. So we've got our 4 chord, and then you're probably thinking these two notes are going to be the first and third of our 4 chord. Our 3 chord. But no, these two are actually heading back to their going with the 1. Just a quick run through the 1, or it ends on the 1 actually, because we've got all of these in here. Now, this last one, the 2, the 2 and the 4 are closely connected as chords because the entire 4 chord is in the 2 chord, or the 2 minor 7 chord. If you see that, so this is our 2 chord, basically as a different form of what we already played over here with the 4. And then finally, we're getting to the 1. Also, if you're looking at these tones, they're just playing right around. This is our home where we're trying to get to. We led to it, and then we skipped it, and then we got to it. You can walk right to it. So we were on it. And this has this E and this F has some incredible tension. So we were here, and then we brought in the tension back to the full resolution. So let me throw that in Amazing Grace right here at the end. That starts us back over instead of see what I'm saying? A lot of space there. So instead of leaving the space, you go ahead and throw something in. It keeps the song moving. And I did the 1, and then I went back to the 5 to give me a quick turnaround. Back to my 1. So the second cadence is not very different than the first. The only thing it's doing is replacing this E with the E flat. And I know you're thinking, you know what? The E flat is not diatonic to the key of F. But watch what happens when you this here. Well, let me put it in root. That is an F dominant chord. And this chord, I'm sure you've heard this kind of chord. We use this on a one chord in a lot of traditional gospel and blues. You would hear something like this. We use the dominant form of the chord when it's giving you a strong pull to another chord. In this case, the four chord, something like that. So anyway, we can also use this cadence on a dominant like this, and I'm going to show you an example as well. But instead of, the only thing we're doing is changing this E to the E flat. Here we go. And so now it's a minor 5, which, you know, in a minor key, the 5 would be minor diatonically, but we always have the liberty to make a 5, an actual 5. Here we go, though. Dominant. Nothing else changed. And I roll it in. Still can roll to it. So if I play something like I will trust in the Lord. Something like that. So that would have got us right back to the one. Again, those were really strong pull. And then I can walk it up. Anyway, you're getting what I'm saying as far as it was pulling to the four and I was using the dominant. We could use this here, but it's not nearly as strong of a pull. So again, I want to encourage you to learn this. That was both of those forms of the cadence, and I want to encourage you to learn it in every key. I know you hear a lot of people say this, but the reason you want to learn it in every key is because, for one, it'll give your fingers the technical strength to be able to perform the move. There won't be any surprises because the distances between the notes change ever so slightly when you change from white keys to black keys, or even just a different one white key to another white key or something like that. So you want to be able to perform the move in all your keys. Also, the second reason is because when you are playing in every key, when you're forcing your brain to make these connections of doing the same thing in different keys, it actually, the brain is amazing for the neural connections that it makes. And you'll be able to start seeing all the keys at once, no matter what key you're playing in. Obviously, that takes some time, but you speed up the entire process. It doesn't matter if you are just doing triads, or even if you're just doing seventh chords. If you can do everything you can do in all your keys, it'll start making connections. The little moves you learn, the little licks and runs and things like that, when you move them around, you start making connections that you didn't even see coming because you learned all of your stuff in every key. So I just definitely wanted to reiterate that if you haven't learned a lot of stuff in a lot of keys, you know, you might want to perfect one key and then transpose it. That's great, but you're losing the benefit of being able to see across the whole keyboard in your mind. When you do that, give yourself the opportunity to just grow as a musician faster, because you've learned everything in every key. So again, if you like this content, go ahead and hit the like button. If you like this channel and the content you see, uh, subscribe. And if you're looking for lessons or have questions, email me at jadaonpiano@gmail.com. I will have the address in the description, and just go ahead, let me know. Let your friends know if you like this. Let them know if you're learning a lot. Just share it and let everybody know. Again, happy practicing and have a blessed day.